Do not allow a temporary emotion to have permanent consequences in your life. If you want to hear what I have to say about that, then stick around. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is a video that I've been thinking about doing for quite a while. I've been wanting to talk about this for a while, but I didn't think I was ready. I want to talk about anger. Anger can be a tricky emotion. It's a dangerous emotion, actually, because anger can drive us. It can drive us to do a lot of great things, but it can really burn everything down to the ground, man. So yeah, I've been dealing with anger since early age. Like when I was a kid, when I was young, I will use it like as a driving force. Like it kept me motivated. It like pushed me to achieve. When I was a kid, like the best way to get me to do something was to tell me that I couldn't do it. You know, I would just out of spite just do it. I would just do it to prove you wrong. It's interesting because as I grew up, it just manifested itself in different parts of my life. Like I remember one of the quite possibly my most like pivotal points on my career happened even before I went to college. It happened in high school. It was, looking back, I think it was like a critical, like formative point, right? I was in 11th grade in my Spanish literature class, and my teacher at the time had us doing an exercise where all the students were we were all saying what our plans were for the future. Like what did we want to do? What did we want to do with our lives? What did we want to study? Where did we want to go to college and stuff? And at the time, my grades weren't bad. I mean, they were good. They weren't great, but they were good. And school was easy for me. So I was a little lazy. I was actually a lot lazy. My focus wasn't in school. It was in sports, it was in girls, it was in other stuff, but it wasn't really school. So I was just doing enough to get by. And when my turn came up, I said I wanted to be a veterinarian. Now for that, I'm in Puerto Rico. For that, I had to go to one of the most prestigious universities in the island, the University of Puerto Rico in Mayagüez. When I said that in front of the class, my teacher said, "You're not gonna make it." And that kind of like hit me. It surprised me because once I've never had a teacher talk to me that way before. And every other student that spoke up was given encouraging words. But here I am saying that I want to be a vet to my teacher, and she's like, you're not gonna make it. Only the cream of the crop goes to that university, and you're not it. Like you're not good enough. And that pissed me off like you would not believe. Now, long story short, I made it to college. I made it to that university. I put in and I was accepted. And I remember coming back to her. At that point, I was in 12th grade. I had moved on from her class. I remember going to her classroom with my acceptance letter, with every intention to rub it on her face because I just wanted to see her reaction. And she just smiled and said, "I'm proud of you. I felt like you had it in you, but I knew you needed a push." And that, if I was if I was shocked when she told me I wasn't good enough for school when I said it, that shocked me even more. But thinking about it, I was like, yeah, I mean, she did it to piss me off because she knew me. She knew me. She knew I needed something to drive me. And at that point, he was angered. Now, being that young, I made the connection, a dangerous connection. So now, fast forward to later life, I'm still using anger to drive me to achieve. And at this point, I have a beautiful wife that loves me, and I love her. I have awesome kids, right? I have it all. I love my job. Um, I'm thriving in my job. But while everything is looking rosy and beautiful and perfect, cracks are beginning to show. Anger is still a driving force, but now anger is also a hiding place for me. So if I was sad, I will get angry. Because if I'm angry, I'm no longer sad. If I was frustrated, I will get angry. Because I thought whenever I get angry, I figure shit out. I figure a way. Always. I always figure it out. And things turn out well. When I'm hurting for whatever, somebody hurts me or something happened and it hurts me, instead of dealing with the hurt, I get angry. So now anger became a coping mechanism, not a driving force. It was just something. It became a place for me to hide. Now, I'm still thinking that my anger, me getting angry, displaying that emotion, is me gaining control, right? It's me asserting myself over that situation. And anger started showing its ugly face in other parts. I mean, still in all parts of my life, but I started to notice the effects that my anger was causing on others and in myself. You can't go back. Dude, you can't go back and fix it. Like, what's done is done. Whatever you did, you did. Whatever I did, I did. Who I hurt, the relationships that were lost, the damage that I did to the people that I love, I can't fix that. I mean, that's done. I mean, I can try to make amends and be better right now, but I can't go back. Like, there's friendships that were lost. There's relationship with family members gone. Or, I mean, I might still have it, but it's not the same. It will never be what it was. Right? And I gotta own that. So not too long ago, I'm having a conversation with one of my kids. And they're saying that they say something that they expected me to have an emotional response to. They expected me to get angry and react. That's what Dad did. When they were growing up, that's what Dad did. That's what I did. Whenever if they did something that they knew it was going to upset me, I was going to have an explosive reaction. It was usually the way it was. But this time I didn't. This time I didn't, because I had already realized that anger was really a cancer in my life, and it was just eating at everything that I have been trying to build my whole life. So at this, at that point, I was already conscious and working to be better. So they were shocked and asked me, it was like, Dad, I'm confused. Like, I just said something that is supposed to upset you, and I'm sitting here waiting for your reaction. Like, I was prepared to deal with your reaction. And now that there's not a reaction, you're not reacting the way I expected you to, I don't know what to do. And he hit me like a ton of bricks, man. Like, they've been so conditioned to me having an aggressive, explosive response based on anger about something that they did wrong, that when I react in a healthy way, they didn't even know how to handle it. Like, that's sad, man. Like, that shit hurt. But such is life, man. Like, we can't go back. Like, I can't go back. I can only go forward and continue to get better and continue to make amends. And then hopefully put this out there and maybe it'll help someone. I don't know, man. Or maybe it's just for me. Maybe this is just for me, but hopefully it'll help somebody else. So now when it comes to motorcycling, dude, there is no space for anger when you're behind handlebars. If you're on the saddle, there is no space for anger. You can't have that weakness here. You have to operate these machines from a place of strength. And strength comes from composure, from having control of your emotions. It's about control. Controlling our emotions. We're on this machine and somebody does something stupid, and trust me, somebody will do. Somebody's going to do something stupid in front of us at one point or another. And we have to stay composed. We have to think, evaluate the landscape, and react appropriately, getting ourselves out of trouble. If somebody cuts you off, anger is not the answer, man. It never is. Anger leads to violence. There's no place for violence. It ain't cute anymore. We're not kids, man. In a motorcycle, you get angry, you react angry, you're unable to process things the right way. You're gonna end up getting hurt. You're gonna end up hurting yourself or hurting others. There's no space for that. Like, the most important task that we need to accomplish when we go out riding our motorcycles is getting back home safe. Having fun, throttle therapy, wind therapy, all of that stuff, that's great. It's important. It's very important. It's why I do it. I need it. I know I need it. When I go too long without riding, I start itching. So I need it. But the most important thing I need to do when I come out writing is I need to get back home safe to my family. And anger gets in the way of that. Like that first sentence on the video, don't allow a temporary emotion to have permanent consequences in your life. My dad taught me that. Like my dad said that to me when I was younger. Dad also dealt with anger. And I'm not blaming him. Like what I've done, I did. I'm a grown up. I'm a freaking grown man. I did it. He didn't did it. It's not his fault. It's mine. I am 100% responsible for my actions. But he had the same struggles. And he tried to keep me from going through what he went through his whole life with that little message. Now you can apply it to everything, right? I mean, the root of it is don't make emotional decisions, you know? Think with your brain, not with your emotions. Emotions are important, yeah. Empathy, love, all of those things, you know, especially love and empathy. In a world like the world we're living right now, we need a lot of that, man. A lot of love and empathy. If we allow our emotions to dictate our actions, it usually doesn't end up well. And that's what and that's what Dad tried to teach me. I mean, I guess he taught me that. You know, because in a way, yeah. I mean, part of my realization, I didn't realize this just by myself, is that message, even though I may have not listened to it when I was younger, it stayed with me long enough that I got it later in life. And motorcycles help me with that. Because yeah, there's no space. You can't ride emotionally driven. Like, I mean, with love, yeah. You can love riding and ride, loving the road and loving the experience and loving the people you're riding with. That's great. But anger had no place in a motorcycle. Now I would love to hear from you guys. Have you ever dealt with something similar? Do you know somebody that have dealt or is dealing with something similar? If you had issues with anger growing up like I did, then I would definitely love to hear what you guys have to say. So please leave it in the comments. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you're enjoying the content, consider subscribing. Ring the bell if you want to be notified when I release new videos. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for all your support. I love you all. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.